The first thing I want to talk about tonight is I think people spend way too much time trying to figure out tariffs and trade wars and trying to understand the impact on the stock market. And I'm telling you right now, you do not have to do that. Half of the people who think they need to do that don't even understand it to begin with. And that's all I want to say about that. All right, so today we got a bull breakout on SPY. We had this last week on the triple Qs, which is completely normal because the tech sector usually does lead the way. And as of today, we have 2 days breaking out of the downtrending resistance trend line on SPY, which is the consecutive closes above 544. So above 544, SPY has a bull breakout and it's looking a lot more bullish with this higher low and this higher high. And the higher low was back here on 421 and the higher high confirmation is the break above the April 9th high. So you're getting bullish structure of higher lows and higher highs and the bull breakout. But I do want to tell you something, which a lot of you have selective hearing, and that's completely fine. You can listen to whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, there is a chance we just go straight higher, which is evident by this giant arrow that I have. And I do want to move this over just a little bit and get out of the way. We could just go straight up on this bull breakout with very shallow pullbacks the entire way higher, all the way back up towards 600. Now, where the selective hearing part comes in is we could also get higher low pullbacks along the way as we continue to hike up towards that price target, which could mean we get a higher low above 529. So I don't know which one is going to play out, but all I know is if you agree with me that this bullish structure could push a lot higher, I would not worry too much about pullbacks. If anything, just have some dry powder to buy during any pullback. If we do get a 3 to 4% pullback, that's just another buying opportunity if you do believe we're going higher. Now, if you're bearish, that's completely fine. I don't care if you want to be bearish, just make sure you're managing your risk if we do continue to go higher. And as I just said earlier, we already have the bull breakout above 544. So if you're staying bearish above 544, I do think you're at risk to lose money here, unless you have a different plan of where you think you're going to bail if we do indeed just go straight higher towards 600. So above 544, we're looking bullish. Even if we get a pullback, you still have that higher low possibility all the way down towards 529. So keep that in mind. And it also means don't rule it out. It is completely possible we get another pullback before we continue higher. Although the selective hearing part is that we do not need to, and I definitely wouldn't be freaking out if we did get a pullback. Have a plan and simply follow the price action. You don't need to know anything else other than the price action on the chart, because at the end of the day, you're a trader or an investor, and the only thing that pays you on this chart is the price anyway. If you're trying to trade news headlines, good luck. On the NASDAQ 100 triple Qs, we were very flat on the day, and we are now 2 days outside above the danger zones. So we have the bull breakout for 3 days in a row on the triple Qs and 2 days in a row in the S&P 500. So like I said, we are getting the bull breakouts. We have the higher lows and the higher highs, which are allowing the bulls to continue to push higher. So any pullback into the 460s is still a buying opportunity, but just like SPY, leave room to come all the way down towards these gap fills, which is going to be right around 447. I do not think we have to fill the gap, but it is definitely something that happens often. There is a scenario where we just continue to gap up as we continue this very parabolic V-shaped recovery, which could bring us all the way back into the 520s and even 530s. So no, a pullback is not required, but it would be completely normal and even almost expected and healthy if we did get that retest, and that would just be another higher low pullback before we continue higher. So you have potential to go straight up, but we don't need to go straight up. It is completely fine if we get a pullback first. So have that in your trade plan, even if you're bullish, because obviously the bears want this pullback. But if you're bullish, you should be excited for the opportunity to buy the dip as well. If you're all in and just hoping we go straight higher, that is not how I would be trading this. Give yourself plenty of room and dry powder to buy dips if we do indeed get another higher low before we continue that impulsive move higher. Yes, I think we're going higher. I think the chart is allowing us to go higher. And I think everybody that is trying to fight this trend of this higher low and higher high breakout is going to have a very bad time if they're ignoring the price action on the chart, which is telling us this is a bull breakout looking like it wants to go higher. Again, pullbacks are possible. Have a plan for them. Do not fear them. It will be very obvious if we get something worse than just a pullback, because we will not be able to hold the support zone. And then very quickly, let's look at Bitcoin, because I did say Bitcoin would likely go to 96,000 and that would be a resistance before we wanted to see confirmation it could go even higher. And as you can see, it is struggling at 96,000, which was the expectation. But I wouldn't say it's struggling in the sense that it can't go higher, because as you can see, we are building up a bullish engulfing candle here. And this could be the bullish push towards the bull breakout above 96,000 that would quickly bring us all the way back to 102,000. So Bitcoin is looking bullish, but it does need to get above 96,000. If it can't get above 96,000 and breaks the low at 92,000, that is obviously a sign to get a lot more risk off if you're bullish. So the bulls are doing everything they need to do. We still have room for pullbacks along the way, which is completely fine, but do not rule out the possibility of the V-shaped recovery where we just go straight higher with very, very shallow pullbacks along the way. If you want to come navigate this market and trade with me, the best way to do that is TSC Trade Alerts, where you get all of the buy and sell alerts for the exact percent allocations that I am taking for the TQQQ and the SQQQ. And we are absolutely destroying this market. So if you want to come trade with me, you can find out how to join by clicking on the link in the description of this video. So thank you for watching, everybody. Now go crush this market.